Again, I would like to thank our partners, MeritTrac. This research was possible, which is on talent assessment tools in India 2016. And MeritTrac is our partner. We believe in collaboration, and there are some beautiful insights which they will share about this research. And we are going to unveil the research at SHRM Conference 2016. Findings will be shared by Dedu as well as Nagendra, but this study is available at SHRM booth. So I will hand it over to Dedu to share some facts about the research, and to Mr. Sundararajan to discuss more details about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Achal. A very warm good afternoon to all of you once again. With constant war for talent, organizations are becoming more conscious to make better decisions for their talent, both in terms of selection and development. And then the proliferation of assessments is helping us make a much more improved portfolio for organizations to choose from. And finally, the increasing use of technology provides us a catalyst to make more objective assessments for talent, and this helps. This collaborative study by SHRM India and MeritTrac is basically to understand the talent assessment usage in India. It also looks into the support, the integration, and the reporting of these tools, and finally, the challenges that organizations face in the adoption of these tools. Can we just move to the next slide, please? So those are the objectives which I just spoke about, and the key elements of the study. So quickly running through the methodology for the study, we rolled out a 19-item questionnaire, and we collected over 130 responses, unique responses. And these organizations are representative across sectors, across employee strengths, and across revenue brackets. So this is quickly about the methodology and a brief context of why we have done this study. I would now like to hand over to Mr. Nagendran Sundararajan, Executive Vice President, MeritTrac, to dwell further upon the key findings of the study. Over to you, Nagendran.
I just wanted to, people who are taking pictures, you are more than welcome to take the pictures, but the report is available at the SHRM booth as well as the MeritTrac booth. So concentrate on the findings of the research. Over to you. Sorry.
Thank you, Achal. Thank you so much, and thank you, Dedu, for that quick introduction. Okay, it says that demystifying the study, but there's nothing to demystify there. The findings are by and large what has been discussed right from the morning, but this is backed with data. What is the context of the research? So let me share it quickly. The industry is quite old, and there are new methods, technology, new tools coming into play. And the challenges that are considered are in the current context. If you really look at it, we've been discussing about employability, talent pool, workforce management, retention. So these are all the challenges that are kept in the current context before doing the research. They met more than 130 organizations, and the questions were asked keeping in these particular challenges in mind. So I'm just going to share some of the key findings here. The longer report is available, as Achal said. Please feel free to pick it up. It is also available in SHRM site. The first one that we want to share is that assessments are perceived to have positive impact on organizations. All of us know that people have been going for assessments, and it's an expected outcome of the study. I will not say that there is a surprise there, but if you look at it, the top two, what it's helping is that it will help employees or organizations to identify a high potential candidate, number one, and it is also helping them to improve the quality of the hire. And the other one, what you can see here is that, it's marked there. Just take a look at those two marked areas. The other one is identifying the skill gap in employees so that it can help them in training employees. So this is the finding that is coming across most of the organizations. So this is a positive one as a feedback coming in. The next one that I want to say is there is greater scope for assessments. You have an interesting data here. About 42% of the organizations do not use assessments. 42% of them out of whatever was interviewed. Only about 58% of them are using. Even that 58%, how many of them are using it across a real employee life cycle? It's a question mark there. So if you look at the next one, the challenges in adoption, this is another key finding. The challenges in adoption, the top two, please take a look at it. Cost consciousness and inability to justify the ROI. If you look at it, these two are topping there. Clearly, the leadership or executive leadership of the company should see value in it so that they can invest in it. There is another question that is coming up. Why is it seen as a cost? Why is it not seen as an investment to build a talent pool is another question mark that is coming up there. The other one is technology. There are no issues with technology. So that is what is the finding is showing. People understand that technology is available and it's being deployed in the area of assessment without an issue. The next point is measurement of impact of assessments. If you look at it, most organizations, a large percentage of organizations are saying that, yeah, we are not measuring, maybe we are going by gut feel. So that's an area where the industry may have to improve because people go by gut feel. If you look at the percentage for the gut feel, it's around 30% there. And only about 25% is validating through the data. Now, look at this has got some relevance to the previous slide. If you look at it, a large percentage of them are looking at using the gut feel to look at the impact of assessments. New hires meeting the performance goals. If you look at it, 28% are using verified data. So remaining, if you look at the 54% are looking at the gut feel. Probably that's an area of improvement. So there is need for bringing in data interpretation there in this industry. The other one that I want to highlight is clearly leadership and governance important for success in deploying assessment tools in an organization. Complete leadership and executive team buy-in exists only in 26% of the organization. In my personal opinion, that's an area of concern. 26% is a much, much smaller number. This is a clear area of improvement. Probably the executive leadership will have to work with the HR leadership and understand the need for scientific deployment of assessment tools. Number one. The next one, what you see is again an area of concern. Collaboration between line and HR to ensure business alignment. Right from the morning we've been talking about, somebody spoke about there is no more HR. Clearly the line manager or the business guy is doing talent acquisition, training, and then the retention. So within that context, if you look at it, 20% is a much, much smaller number. This is an area of improvement. This data is coming purely out of the study that has been done by SHRM. Maybe if I have to summarize, there is much greater potential for deploying assessment, new methods and tools in the industry. There is a big, big opportunity there. But the key lies in using the right assessment. Using the right assessment in the given context is the key there. And success relies in systemic measurement of the impact of assessment. So the success lies there so that one can work on it, on the data, and then improve on it or make those final adjustments. The other part that is coming in here is technology is not viewed as a challenge because technology is just coming in as a tool and people are using technology in the day-to-day life. Therefore, adoption is never an issue, and that is what is the data telling here. And we also spoke about the impact of social media in this space. Clearly, social media screening and profiling is seen clearly as a future in the assessment space too. The last one, there is something interesting coming up here is that simulation will also drive the future of assessment because somebody spoke about how Google actually brought in real world situation when a candidate was walking in. So it's actually a part of simulation. So simulation will be the order of the day as you move along. So probably my request to everyone here is that please take a look at the entire research report. If there are any questions, please reach out to SHRM or MeritTrac. We'll be glad to share you more data, because the report is probably about 19 or 20 pages, but there is a lot more data available with SHRM, and we'll be glad to support you with a lot more insights. Thank you so much, and thanks for this opportunity.